Shalom Israel. This is their brother Karatazar coming to you with another lesson. And the title of today's lesson is going to be, Was John Brown a Jake, or was he a Hebrew Israelite? Alright, and with that said, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rukagadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, from where I learned this truth. Much respect to the hopeful elect, and shalom to the brothers and sisters out there listening. Alright, I don't have any scriptures, but, through the Spirit, Most High willing, I'm going to do another part to this lesson and bring out some scriptures and go further into depth about whether or not John Brown was a Jake, because it reads that born in Tarrantine, Connecticut, John Brown belonged to a devout family with extreme anti-slavery views. Now, what Edomite is going to have extreme anti-slavery views? All right. Let's look up that word devout. What does devout mean? All right. Devout. All right, having or showing deep religious feeling or commitment.
Devout.
Having and showing deep religious feeling or commitment. All right. So it says that John Brown belonged to a devout family. So his family was very religious. Extreme anti-slavery views. He married twice and fathered 20 children. The expanding family moved with Brown throughout his travels, residing in Ohio, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, New York. Brown failed at several business ventures. He sounded like a Jake already. He failed at several business ventures. All right. Extreme anti-slavery views. What Edomite fails at business ventures? This is their world. That should have been easy for him, to Salakia. I'm trying not to say repeat words or say but what type of Edomite fails at a business venture? All right. Before declaring bankruptcy in 1842, still was able to support the abolitionist cause by becoming a conductor in the Underground Railroad. So he continued his work as an abolitionist, all right, to help the League of Gileadites. I don't know what that is. Let's look that up. Gileadites. A member or branch of an Israelite tribe descended from Manasseh, an inhabitant of ancient Gilead. Hold on. We done stumble upon some information. All right. So, move with Sons of Kansas. All right. And League of Gileadites. By establishing the League of Gileadites, an organization established to help runaway slaves to Canada In 1849, Brown moved to the free black farming community of North Elba, New York. At the age of 55, Brown moved with his sons to Kansas Territory. In response to the sacking of Lawrence, Kansas, John Brown led a small band of men, Pottawatomie Creek, on May 24th, 1856. The men dragged 5 unarmed men and boys believed to be slavery proponents from their homes and brutally murdered them. Afterwards, Brown raided Missouri, freeing 11 slaves and killing the slave owner. Following the event in Kansas, Brown spent 2.5 years traveling throughout New England raising money to bring his anti-slavery war to the South. In 1859, Brown, under the alias Isaac Smith, rented the Kennedy Farmhouse 4 miles north of Harper's Ferry. At the farm, Brown trained 21 men, his 21-man army, and planned their capture of the federal arsenal at Harper's Ferry. Part of the plan included providing slaves in the area with weapons of pikes and rifles. Brown believed that these armed slaves would join his army and free even more slaves as they fanned southward along the Appalachian Mountain. If the plan worked, it would strike terror in the hearts of slave owners. On October 16th, Brown and his men raided the federal arsenal. Unfortunately for Brown, nothing went as planned. Slaves living in the area did not join the raid. Local militia and United States Marines under Robert E. Lee put down the raid, and most of John Brown's men were either killed or captured, including 2 of his sons. Ironically, the first man killed during the raid was Hayward Shepard, a free black man working with the Baltimore Ohio Railroad. Despite being seriously wounded, Brown was tried quickly and found guilty of murder, inciting slavery insurrection, and treason against the state of Virginia. Upon hearing his sentence, Brown said, "If it is deemed necessary that I should forfeit my life for the furtherance of the end of justice and mingle my blood further with the blood of my children and with the blood of millions of slaves, slave country whose rights are discarded by wicked, cruel, and unjust enactments, I submit, so let it be done." Brown told the court that he had hoped to carry out his plan without the snapping of a gun on either side, but Brown's vision of ending slavery was marred by the deaths of innocent civilians, both in Kansas and Harper's Ferry. The nation was divided over his actions. Many abolitionists call him a hero. Slaveholders call him a base villain. See, there goes them bywords. Whenever I hear they start calling people names, I start thinking bywords. He could have really been a Jake. People on both sides of the fence document Brown's use of violence. People on both sides of the fence denounce Brown's use of violence. Brown was hanged on December 2nd, 1959. Before he died, Brown issued these final, seemingly prophetic words in a note handed to his jailer. "I, Brown, am now quite certain that the crimes of his guilty land will never be purged away, but with blood. I had, as I think, vainly flattered myself that without very much bloodshed it might be done." All right, so I don't know. Could John Brown be a Jake? I don't know. But into the next lesson, I hope you brothers and sisters that are watching this find this edifying and I hope I inspire you to do your own research. And I might come back and do another lesson, Lord willing. The Spirit, through the Spirit puts it on me, and through the Spirit I find out some more information to do another lesson, about John Brown being a Jake. All right. I hope you found this edifying, and Lord willing, I'll see you in another lesson. Shalom.